Date of completion in the sense it has to be completed within 3 years. In this, if it is 0 or value is not given, then we'll go for old answer only. Don't compare 0 with 1 lakh, then it will become 0. Never go for 0. Standard rent is not given, then we will not consider. If the actual rent received is not given, then we should consider this as self-occupied property. Hello everyone, this is your ALsir here, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the session 3 of your topic called Under Income Tax. We are doing your income from house property. Income from house property, it is nothing but whatever the rental income you collect from the tenant, you are supposed to pay tax on that. So those are the income which are taxable. In that we have self-occupied, we have let out property. These kind of topics we have in the house property. Now, so today's session we will do 2 problems. One problem already I have the answer, I explain you, and one more problem we will work out in today's session. The agenda is very simple. The problems on house property. Your problem number 5. We have done with 4 problems in the previous sessions, and now we are doing problem number 5. In this, Kumar uses 2 houses for his residential purpose. The following relate to this. These are the informations we have. In this, we have municipal valuation, fair rent, standard rent, municipal tax paid, fire insurance premium, loan from house construction, date of loan, rate of interest, and the last one, date of completion. These are the informations we have right now. In this, your municipal valuation we have 60,000 and 30,000. Fair rent we have 85. Out of these 2, whichever is higher, not less actually, whichever is higher. Once we done with this, compare with standard, whichever is less. Then you compare with your actual received. So where is actual received here? Like standard, municipal tax paid, fire insurance, loan, date of loan, rate of interest, and date of completion. These are the informations we have in this. So we have loan for construction. This one, date of loan taken, rate of interest, and interest they only calculated and given, and date of completion also given. Date of completion in the sense it has to be completed within 3 years. Now it is 5 years, so it is completed in 1 year itself. Now we have all these informations. I'll go to answer directly. Now in this, what happened? They have not mentioned actual rent received for house 1, actual rent received for house 2 also. If the actual rent is not given, then what we should do? We should consider as self-occupied property. If the actual rent received is not given, then we should consider this as self-occupied property. If self-occupied property, then your municipal value and fair rent, whichever is higher, whatever answer you got, compare with standard rent, whichever is less, then your answer with your actual rent received, whichever is higher. Higher, lower, and again higher. This kind of calculation we will not work out. We will not do in case of it is self-occupied. Hope you are clear? Yes. In self-occupied, we will not do such kind of calculations. Now, we done with this. That's why everything up to net annual value, we take it big 0. After that, if any interest is paid, we are supposed to take. What is the maximum limit of interest? 2 lakh. If it is a self-occupied, up to 2 lakh we can consider. Remember this. If it is a self-occupied, the interest amount is limited to 2 lakh. Now, So these are the informations we have. The interest is 1,41,600. Here the interest is 0. So up to 1,41,600 we can claim. See, your annual value is 0. Your interest, as I told you, up to 2 lakh you can take because it is a self-occupied. If it is not self-occupied, unlimited interest you can claim. Even though it is 10 lakh you can claim. But in case of self-occupied, up to 2 lakh you can claim. Above 2 lakh you are not supposed to take. Now, this is done. Your self-occupied annual value less interest up to. So, it is 1,41,000. Your answer is minus 1,41,600. Hope you are clear. Yes, this is all about your calculation on house property. Hope you are clear. Yes. Now, I'll go for the next problem. Later, I'll show you the slides for screenshot. Now, we'll go for this. Compute income from house property from the following information. So, we are supposed to find out only your gross annual value. There is no municipal tax, nothing. Whichever is higher, whichever is less, those kind of calculation we are supposed to do. Now, in this, directly I'll go to the answer. So, first one is what? Your municipal value or your fair rent. Your municipal value or fair rent, whichever is higher. So, we'll go for this. Out of this, whichever is higher. What is the value? We have house A, house B and house C. So, we have D also. We'll consider D. Now, 80,000 and 1 lakh. 80,000 and 1 lakh. So, similarly for house B, we have 60,000 and 80,000. We have 60,000 and we have 80,000. Here we have 42,000 and 60,000. 42,000 and 60,000. Then we have 90,000 and 1,10,000. We have 90,000 and 1,10,000. These are the informations we have actually. Out of this, what we are supposed to do? Municipal value or fair value, whichever is higher. We'll go for the higher value. Higher of the above. So, which is higher here? So, we have municipal value 80,000. This is 1 lakh. So, I have taken wrong value actually. So, it must be 80,000. It must be 80,000. 80,000 or 1 lakh, which is higher. So, 1 lakh is higher. 80,000 or 60,000, higher is 80,000. 42,000 and 60,000, higher value is 60,000. 90,000 and 1,10,000, the higher value is 1,10,000. Hope you are clear? Yes. Now, later we have to take your standard rent. Standard rent. This will be whichever is less. Your standard rent I'll write down. It is first one, it is 0, then 80,000. So then it will be 48 and 1,20,000. 48,000 and 1,20,000. So whichever is what? Less. In this, if it is 0 or value is not given, then we'll go for old answer only. Don't compare 0 with 1 lakh, then it will become 0. Never go for 0. standard rent is not given, then we will not consider. If standard rent is 1 rupee, then 1 rupee or 1 lakh, whichever is less, we'll go for 1 rupee. But if not given, then there is no comparison. Now, 80,000, 80,000 both are same. 48 and 60 will go for 48. This will go for 1,10,000. Any doubt up to this? No. This will be what? Lesser value. Now, for 1 lakh, you are supposed to calculate like your actual rent. Actual rent. So, actual rent, it will be what? Higher value. What is your actual rent? So, first one, 80,000, 65, 50. 80,000, 65,000, 50,000, and so it is actual rent 80,000, 65, 50, and the last one 1 lakh. Now, in this, which one we do? Whichever is higher. Which is higher in this? 1 lakh is higher. In this, we have 80,000 higher. In this, we have 50,000 higher. In this, we have 1,10,000 higher. Hope you understood. These are the calculations we got. Out of this 1 lakh, out of this 80,000, out of this 50,000, and out of this 1,10,000 we got higher value. Once again, I'll cross check once all the calculation. This is 80,000 actually. Now, we have 80,000, 80, 60, 42, 90. 80, 60, 42, 90. It is proper. Your fair rent, we have taken 1 lakh 80, 60, 1 lakh 10. 1 lakh 80, 60, 1 lakh 10. It is proper. The higher we have taken 1 lakh 80,000, 60,000, 1 lakh 10. Now, next one will be what? Your standard rent. So, it is what? They have given nil 80,000, 48, 120. Nil 80,000, 48, 120. Whichever is less, 1 lakh is less, 80,000 less, 48 less, and 1,10,000 is the less. We'll go for higher value. Your actual rent is 80, 65, 50, 1 lakh. 80, 65, 50, 1 lakh. Higher value. Out of this, 1 lakh is higher. Out of this, 80,000 is higher. In this, 50,000. In this, 1,10,000. Hope you are clear. Yes, these were all about your calculation. Now, in this, we have municipal tax also. We are supposed to minus that. So, what is the municipal tax? 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, and we have 10,000. So, in this, these are, we call it as net annual value. Net annual value. We have 1 lakh 80,000, 50,000. We have 1 lakh 80,000, 50,000, and we have 1,10,000 also. We have 1,10,000 also. Now, so we have all the calculations now. In this, minus municipal tax. So it is 5,000. Again, it is 5,000. It is 5,000, and it is 10,000. 1 lakh minus 5,000, it will be 95,000. It will be 75,000. It is 45,000, and this one is 1 lakh. So what is this? Income from house property. Income from house property. Hope you are clear. So these all your calculation. Hope you understood, I think. So this is all about your calculation regarding calculation of income from house property. Now I'll go back to all the slides so that you can take screenshot. So this is your problem number 5. the answer for problem number 5. Your problem number 6. So we worked out up to net annual value. Continuation of net annual value. We deducted municipal tax and we got final answer. So this is all about your today's session. Hope you understood. So this is your income from house property. So please work out these kind of problems, more number of problems, whatever you get from your textbook or question bank, so that you will understand better. Thank you.